Now, this Bouncer and Young Spray situation has really got out of hand, let's be honest, and it's really getting annoying because before this, Bouncer was in a more fragile state, especially after Fredo had sent them voice notes.
Look, Fredo, I'm going to say it how it is, and I'm going to send you a message personally. I don't think you should go onto Billy the Goat's live stream. Bro, remember, you're going on Billy the Goat's live stream to come at me. Remember, bro, you sent 10 individual voice notes, bro. A minute plus, each one of them, bro. Venting, I get it. And you're sending it to Billy the Goat, someone that don't really need to even know the personal stuff and all that, bro. You don't need to know that, bro. I'm going on TikTok and I'm seeing 2-minute voice notes. And I get it, bro. But let me break it down. I'm going to break it down just so you fully understand, man, like, why you should not do it. Bro, you have an image of a rapper.
Now, this is off the back of him making multiple videos about Fredo, at least 10 minutes long, and I'm sure they're even longer than that, to be honest with you, which proves that it's only one rule for Bouncer and another rule for everybody else, because honestly, he has made multiple videos on Fredo, making fun of his name, but Fredo sends 10 voice notes, 2 minutes long, and that's really a big thing. It's just silliness. Now, Bouncer's new target is Young Spray, because he knows that Young Spray is foolish enough to play in these games with him, and RTM is a bigger show than him. So if he can get Young Spray to say his name enough times or mention him enough times, it will give more traction. It will make it seem like they're having this supposed civil war, whatever he's trying to say it is.
Ache, Young Spray, all this back and forth, all you do is just keep on this indirecting. If it's not your Snap, it's Twitter. Ache, look, I'm not on Twitter because I can't spell properly, fam. I can just about speak. And you look just go nuts in the comments. Now, but on the real, Young Spray, yesterday you're tweeting this. What is that even meant to mean, bro? Like, bro, why are you tweeting that? What's that meant to... I don't understand the thought process behind that. Like, what is that meant to mean, bro? Like, what does it mean? Spray, like, on a level, like, all jokes aside though, my bro, you are the living beating stick, ache.
Do you think that Bouncer actually understands what a beating stick is? Because you use a beating stick to beat things with. He would have been better off saying he's the UK's punching bag, because that would have made more sense. Now, I know he made a joke about not being able to read or write or one of those things, but I can actually believe this because he was so gassed over this being in Complex or whatever.
And I'm getting featured in this. I'm just grateful to even be featured and be to rub shoulders around all these legends. See with me, it's the dead. I'm not gonna bring up your family. Whatever a man wants to do, they can do that. I'm just not gonna do that. I can have all the lowdown on X, Y, and Z. I ain't gonna do it, bro.
While not realizing that the actual article was basically saying that he's just clickbaity, he lies, or he tries to mix the truth in with a lie to make his narrative run, which is something we all know he does. And then he has the audacity to talk about fighting people when we've seen how he fights Arms Corleone, and we've seen how he tried to attempt to fight Emilio. I'm not even sure if this was real, to be honest with you, but I thought we should involve this in the clip because clearly Bouncer was bullying people in prison who were smaller than him.
Leo and Bouncer.
Oh, 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 hey, 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 oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, yeah, no, don't get involved. Let them do that thing. Let them do that thing.
This had to have been fake. There's no way this was actually real. There's no way. Guys, we need to talk about this Bouncer situation, honestly, because it's getting quite out of hand at this point. Bouncer seems to be crashing out and glitching and not sure on what to do at this point because everybody just seems to dislike him. And he's starting to realize this, but he has taken this as a marketing strategy to make it mean that people really care about him for some weird reason, but he doesn't understand that majority of his peers really dislike him. And it's quite obvious at this point because as soon as Bouncer posted a picture which he had sent to UKL to make it seem that he had been hurt or got into some sort of altercation in Dubai, the internet went wild with it. People were celebrating, parties were being planned.
This is the game, guys, man. It's the game. Look at my nose. Look, I'm at the hospital, man. So what happened, though. Dubai is, I told you, Dubai is not a safe space, bro. You can walk down the road and bump into people that you don't get on with, and all of a sudden, bro, you're getting it cracking. And unfortunately, look at my nose, man. Man's in the hospital, so gotta get it clicked back into place.
So that just goes to show, like, Dubai is not safe like that.
And then Bouncer released a video to basically say that this was all a hoax, and then people's balloon was basically burst, which Bouncer was very happy about. He saw it as a marketing strategy, but what I saw it as was desperation.
Has it always been like that? No. You broke my nose.
Akhi, Bouncer got rushed in Dubai, Akhi. You haters, bro. You haters, bro. And this is a message to every single person that was that little bit of happy in their heart. And this is a message to a couple of the big bros that are in Dubai, bro. Don't worry, bro. We'll catch up, bro. But this is a message to everyone, every single hater, bro, that was there, like, bro, I'd understand, bro. You lot are waiting for man's downfall.
We all know anybody who had a brain and could see that Bouncer had sent this picture via a selfie to show that something had happened to him was just very strange. And it will seem to be attention seeking from the beginning. And we could all see that. But Bouncer's also deflected the fact that he declared a civil war and has basically had no casualties except for himself. Watch this clip.
There's a civil war about to happen. So when I say civil, I mean like literally a civil war online that's about to happen, and I'm ready for it. And you think that you're on Crash Out 2-pack, man's on Crash Out 2-pack, bro. That's what man's on, Akhi, yeah? And man's trademarked Akhi, and on the 23rd of November, Akhi, on the Sunday, I'm doing a music seminar in London, Akhi. So anyone can click the description, £15 early bird tickets. When they go, the tickets will go up and boom, boom, boom.
I'm not sure if Muslims would accept the fact that this guy has trademarked the word Ake. Like, I'm just not sure about that one. Yes, he also used this civil war to sell tickets for some event that he's doing, and I guarantee people are still going to go to this on nonsense. But anyway, that isn't the point here. Now, the main people Bouncer has a problem with is Young Spray and RR. These people just don't like him. They dislike Bouncer, and it's quite obvious as to why, because they see him as a rat, a snitch, and all he does is be a chatty patty. Obviously, he's getting paid for that. Now, we all know that Bouncer claims that he never takes down any video, especially when it comes to Young Spray. But when it comes to Remain Relevant TV, he decided that he was going to take down the video and try to explain it in a way that honestly only idiots would try to make this make sense. Because for him, it must have made sense for him to say this, honestly.
See, when you stop this hate train, this hate campaign on Bouncer, you know, will start progressing, man. You get me? Why do you think I made 2 videos of Double R and then removed it? Because I know Double R for the next year, he's going to promote me. Now, you see negativity. Negativity travels far. This don't stop me from doing what I'm doing.
The amount of videos I've heard Bouncer say this exact same thing is ridiculous. But here's a clip of him saying this about a year ago.
Do you know what I realized? Controversy sells. Me on the internet arguing. You love that. You do something positive now, no one wants to know.
Now, as you can tell, this is something that Bouncer seems to follow through with everybody. If he's talking about somebody, more or less, it has to be negative. And the thing is, as soon as someone is doing the same to him, he starts crying about it and oh, this and that, and he's being a stalker. But the guy who makes 20 videos single-handedly about Fredo is not a stalker. Like, what standards are these? But let's be honest, Bouncer has always tried to beg it with Remain Relevant TV, and it just hasn't worked out for him. And he's even still got the video up of him begging Remain Relevant TV. But watch this clip here.
I want to make this video quickly just to send a message to Remain Relevant TV. Listen, you're mad funny, bro. You're mad funny. You get me? Listen, I don't take anything to heart. If anything you say, even I don't take it to heart. But look, everyone is different people, bro. You get me? Sometimes it's okay to put your hands up and take accountability. Like, it's okay to put your hands up and take accountability and say, do you know what? Man got drawn out. Now, for you, my brother, you may do a lot of things outside of YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like, but your YouTube is based on, let's just call a spade, my bro. Your YouTube is based on just tearing down the mandem. You get me? Anything the mandem says, boom, we get brushed. And it's funny. You look come like the Shea Borough. Like, it's funny, my bro. You get me? Obviously, I don't know. You may not be a Muslim, my bro.
I'm actually starting to think that Bouncer may have just got that call from the higher-ups to tell him to take down the video on Remain Relevant TV. Bouncer is the funniest character, honestly, in social media, because it's like everything for him, so he can do whatever he wants, but as soon as anybody does the same energy to him, he just starts crying about it and starts bawling and then starts looking for new angles and weird ways. And like I said, this video is still up there. So why he's trying to act like the Remain Relevant TV videos he took down for just, because he wants him to promote him, when Remain Relevant TV has less followers and is gaining more traction from you promoting him, it just makes absolutely no sense. He's not trying to do the guy a favor, but act like the guy's doing him a favor. He's just a loser. And the thing is, look at Remain Relevant TV and what he has to say about Bouncer, because this is one of the first episodes I could really hear him speak about Bouncer, and he just didn't like him from that point.
You are begging on this big internet. Aki, you look a beg. In fact, beg boy, why don't you sell your colony and your house you say you buy over there, sir, and then put on these fights with your P rather than begging? Akis don't believe you, boy, from over there, sir. Use a bag. You can't lie to we out yes, sir. We see through you. You look a squid. You know like that. And then you are come on big internet for call people scumbag.
Him, bro, you're a scumbag, bro. And you see the thing with you. Everything is about positioning, selling the culture.
You is the scumbag, my guy. You come on big internet for chat dig that's business about he can't afford lawyer, he can't afford solicitor, he's not got no P. Lying, capping on the net for views. And then you want drag Fumes his name like you was in the office when him sign him deal. Use a beg. Aki.
So as you can hear, Remain Relevant TV just does not like Bouncer. He has a problem with Bouncer, and I can kind of get it, because this is a guy who will call people a scumbag but literally put on a boxing show with two midgets fighting each other for money, literally promoting it for money, and then took 50% of that person's check and probably just took a load of money that was unaccounted for. And the same guy who sells crypto eats and fake little scams to his audience and acts like he doesn't know, but apparently he knows what he's doing with crypto. It's just, or Forex or whatever. Like, these guys talk a lot of rubbish. And the thing is, if I was to go through the whole crypto eat scam and why everyone should have realized it was a scam, it would just really reveal a lot of shit. But we're not going to go there anyway. What we're going to continue with is hearing how Bouncer then got annoyed later on, in his recent video, which he's deleted, and how he talks about Remain Relevant TV being a stalker, but yet he does all of these videos on Fredo, which is, do you know what? Listen to it.
I'm going to show you him. And please let me know, because it's getting real scary now that Don, I know you speak about me, I pay your bills, I pay your rent. Ache, I pay your rent. But look, bro, I'm not gay, bro. I'm not gay, ache. Look at Don, bro. Platform shoes with mad tight leggings on, bro. You get me? And he's just boom. Look, my man's showing his backside to Ross, ache. You get me? I have to zoom into this. Look, my man's got some mad platform over here. Look, boom. Tight, fam. No tight. It's so tight, bro. It probably took you flipping 5 minutes to even flipping put that on. Put it up, bro, because it's just so tight, bro. How do you even feel comfortable in that, bro? How, fam? How? Like, I just want to know.
Let's be honest, like, Remain Relevant TV had already cooked him before he even made this video, and even made a second one. I can't remember what the second one was about, but he was cooked. He was just rubbish. He's not about this life. He can't do this sorts of stuff and chat rubbish, because Bouncer just hasn't got the wordplay. He hasn't got the brain up there. So therefore, trying to do this battle with Remain Relevant TV wouldn't work. But with Young Spray, he's decided to take up this battle. But Bouncer also thought that he would put money on Remain Relevant TV's, And then the thing is, it just didn't work out for him, because then Remain Relevant TV just went and done the exact same thing to him. And this is when he suddenly took down those videos.
So I want to give you flowers, but due to the fact you's over there, sir, we can't give you your flowers. So this is where the big internet comes in. We want to give your family members in the UK your flowers for you for having such great son, great uncle, great whatever. You know like that. But you also mentioned, Haki, you is Jamaican. We like to hear that. Thank you for making we know. You also claim to have family in Yard. We want to give them flowers on behalf of you and your chattings too. You know like that. So this is where the Ras big internet comes in. 5 bags for anybody out there, sir, who could give we information so we could give Haki's people a bouquet of flowers. No issue, no problem. Remember, this is all content and entertainment. Disclaimer, I have to put that out there, sir.
Now, let's be honest about this whole situation. Remain Relevant TV carries on cooking Bouncer, making him look stupid. And the thing is, no one would want to promote someone who does this to them. So let Bouncer carry on spinning his narrative to his audience. But just if any of you lot actually believe it, yeah, you're not very smart. Now, the thing is, Bouncer's also been taking shots and he is doing it more constantly with Young Spray because he knows that Young Spray is an easy target. Young Spray doesn't always have, he's not really that smart. And the thing is, on top of that now, it's just an easier battle for him to possibly win, and RTM have more followers. So every time Young Spray kind of mentions Bouncer, then people might be more interested. And he realizes this wasn't going to be the case with Remain Relevant TV, who makes him look so. Anyway, listen to this clip because I believe that this was kind of like when there was a bit of animosity between Young Spray and Bouncer.
Because you see that guy there, he started this Hate Dutch campaign, but he didn't do it because, Dutch, he believed Dutch was a paedophile. He did it because we banned him from the publishing deal, because we found out he's a grass.
Bounce has been a thing of the show, but he unfollowed. So carry on. Go on. No, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so basically what he done, this is what happened.
Big up Bouncer,
you remember when Dig That left Bouncer?
Right.
And everyone was, we tried to help Bouncer because we thought it was fucky what Dig That did to him, until we come to find out that he's a snitch. So man saying, hold on, wait a minute, we're selling gangster rap, we can't work with this guy. Then what do you mean? Then we was told where to find the paperwork. That's how I released it, because I knew where to find it. It was on Case Man.
What paperwork?
I posted it, man. Go on YouTube, man. It's on there.
No, I'm saying what paperwork? What are you talking about?
Bro, he snitched on a guy, bro. Like, basically what happened, someone died. He had nothing to do with the case.
How do you know it's not one of your,
Bro,
people are saying...
Because it's on Case Mine.
It's your case, man.
That's why I done the thing. That's why I done the thing. Because if you snitch, it's public knowledge, it goes on Case Man. If you snitch on the case, it goes on Case Man. That's where it goes.
So we got to feel quite sorry for Bouncer at the end of the day, because he is always getting this narrative of being a snitch. Like, why would someone call someone such weird names? It's not like there's paperwork or any of the, oh wait, there is a piece of paper, isn't there? Yeah, there's that as well. But the thing is with Bouncer, what he likes to do is always compare himself to somebody else, and that's the thing that annoys me quite a lot about this situation, because he tried to compare himself to Young Thug, because we all know Bouncer, he has to relate the situation to him, no matter what it is, no matter what the situation be. Bouncer has to always talk about Bouncer being in the situation, or something Bouncer related anyway.
How old is Young Thug? He's 30s, 40s, whatever. He's in the police station, probably in his 20s or late 20s, and he's basically saying, bro, get me? I heard that Roscoe shot up the tour bus. I heard that he did it. I don't know. I don't want to tamper with you lot's case, but I heard that he did it. What is that? He's in the interrogation rooms saying that. What is that? Fuck, you ain't fooling. You're not fooling us. Get me? He want to let y'all know he ain't never a rat. But he's ratted. He's snitched. He's snitched. So, and this is why I always say the streets are done. This is why I always say people want to paint mad, weird narratives. They always want to paint weird narratives. Oh, Bouncer's a snitch. When Bouncer was 15, he sent these people to prison. Like, that is a fake narrative, guys. It's a fake narrative. That's a fake narrative.
Now, I'm not sure if he thinks that by saying that many times that it's a fake narrative, that it actually becomes a fake narrative, because this is absolutely not a fake narrative. It is really, really true that Miles actually sent somebody to jail because of his video interview. I thought it was just a statement, but it happened to be a video interview. And I'm going to read some of this legal document or legal case file for you so you can understand. Because, so as you can see, it literally says, we turn now to evidence admitted by the judge in the form of an ABE video interview of Miles Harris, which was played to the jury. It was common ground that by the date of the trial, Harris had left the United Kingdom and gone to his father in Jamaica. But the following incident, he had given a video interview to the police in which he had said he was aware of the history of ill feelings between the appellant and Persuade. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But the point being is, Bouncer did actually give evidence, and he gave video evidence, and they also did play it to the jury. So this isn't a fake narrative. Bouncer is trying to make it a fake narrative, but it really did happen. And he tried to go out the country into Jamaica in the hopes that the police would not use this evidence or wouldn't try to bring him to court. But it was already given. He had given it in video evidence, so they didn't need anything more because he had already stated like what had gone on. Now, the funniest thing is collateral damage is something that Bouncer is very used to, especially when it comes to the Vic Santoro situation, because he had to involve Young Spray. And he spoke about Young Spray in the worst way and tried to convince us till this day that he has respect for Young Spray, but he spoke about him like this.
In life, sometimes you have to take accountability. You get me? You telling people that you saved Young Spray, he was on his deathbed. Bro, he nearly collapsed. He nearly didn't make it, bro. And apologies to Young Spray for even saying things like this, because it might bring up past traumas, or no one's not disrating who he is, because to get rushed by alleged how many man, bro, that it can happen to anyone, bro. It can happen to anyone. So I don't class that as an L. It could happen to anyone. But you, bro, it's like you are a coward because you never done nothing.
Bouncer saying take accountability is the craziest things, because I could never expect this to come out of his mouth when he never ever takes accountability for anything. Even Dr. Veli's career, he just refused to take accountability on this whole situation. It's quite annoying. Now, this leads me into the modern day politics, because Young Spray basically put up a video saying that Bouncer is he put a rat sign there and said Bouncer is trying to ruin Fredo's career like he ruined Dr. Veli's. And Bouncer was not happy about this. He was visibly mad, angry, and upset. And I don't know why, because to be honest, like I said, he just doesn't want to take accountability for this situation. Like, all he had to say is, do you know what? I did a bit too much. And he's never really said sorry to Dutch, but this is his response anyway.
You got the boy Young Spray, yeah? This boy Young Spray, bro. He's gone on live. He's gone on live. He's gone on his YouTube. He's scheduled this, bro. Just so you understand what's going on and how everyone's so rattled of what's going on. Like, it's mad. He's scheduled this, guys. You get me? This was our old interview, bro. Get me? He scheduled this. A premiere, 123 people watching it. Bouncer rap ruined Dutch's career and now trying to ruin Fredo and Ambush's career. This is what a man has said. And I had to confirm. I was with Dutch 2 days ago. I was with him 2 days ago, bro. There's plans. There's plans what's going on with his music.
Now you see why I say Bouncer and accountability do not go together, because honestly, he can't just admit the fact that he did do too much in the Dutch Veli situation. Even when he found out the messages were fake, he kept going on and acting like they wasn't, or some of them might be real, just like with the Fredo situation. So it's kind of weird for him just to never take accountability for his actions. And then Bouncer claims that he's not this money man, and then he's not this gangster. But then by the end of this video, he's trying to name drop a bag of people and then start sending threats in the weirdest way. Like, listen to this.
You get me? When certain people, and man's taking down certain videos and I'm talking to certain people for hours on the phone, bro, man's got a lot for you, bro. You get me? When man's in jail with certain people, bro, and you know ping pong, and you got all these people are man's brothers, bro. You get me? I'm always just humble with it. I don't ever portray or try to do the bad boy thing. But, okay, trust me, bro, you're not internet ready for that. I gave you 24 hours to change the title. You didn't change the title, no problem, bro. Moving forward, there's so much things that I can go mad about. There's lyrics that you got lyrics, bro, yeah? Back in the day, lyrics that it's okay for you to put your hands on your gal. So easy, bro. Man hitting up a young G, bro, that has nothing and be like, here's £5, bro. Go shoot up that that show, bro. Or go do that, bro. That's easy. Man will never do that, bro. That's what's easy, guys. So I want to just give you some reality check on what's going on online and what man's doing. And this here is something that, bro, man's just warming up, bro.
So this video was titled Young Spray, you have 24 hours to take down that video. And Young Spray did not take down that video because he does not care what Bouncer has to say, to be honest with you. And Bouncer literally had nothing. He's like he's grasping at straws. We all know that Young Spray is a bad person. I don't understand why you're even trying to back him or make it seem like we ever thought he was good. Then he started to talk about C1 and like internet ready, which is now his favorite word. Now, Young Spray's response to all of this, it was just like the most Young Spray response ever.
Bouncer, you're a snitch boy, bitch boy, could never chat to me. When I was 15, I was banging my ass like after you little fool beneath you. See, like, I faked, I already put my name on the map already. You can call my name up and you little Crazy. Yeah. Nah, do you want wars? Nah, the man don't bring out the burners. Man talking shit because I'm in a pen. I'll soon touch the road.
Now, you guys probably want a brief summary of why this Tempman thing, or why Young Spray sent this video to Tempman if you don't already know. Well, here's a clip for you.
One from Streatham, you get me? And I'm gonna break down. These lot bullied man when I was little. These are so there were certain things where a man's butt slapped me in my face, CD, boom, boom, boom. Slap me in my face, CD, boom, 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 boom. Alhamdulillah. But these are the reasons why even like me even turning to the roads and me becoming like, yo, not giving a F because the violation of. I've told you guys the Tempman story. I told you that was one person that's ever violated me. That man's never got to get back. And akhi, I'm not saying there's no street, akhi. I'm just telling man the story, akhi. This is back in the day, akhi. So when you watch this, akhi, don't be like, oh, I'm just letting you look. No, when man's 11, 12 in school, Tempman's on the ends, terrorizing the little kids on the ends.
See, this Tempman thing must have really got to Bouncer at the end of the day, because he was really raging and he started name dropping and doing all of this stuff and talking about collateral damage and internet ready, which I'm sure is his new favorite word. Honestly, he loves that word. But at the same time, Bouncer was just really frustrated and annoyed that Tempman, someone who used to belittle him, make him look like a fool, sent him a video all these years later and it still scares him. Because I'm sure this is the only reason that Bouncer will be name dropping in the way he is, and he's trying to make sure that Young Spray is aware of his like allegiance and all people that he knows, which I can agree that Bouncer is very connected. But at the same time, before we look at this clip, we have to agree that it contradicts this whole narrative that he tries to say that he's not trying to do the bad boy thing, because as soon as anybody does something that he dislikes or he feels annoyed at or gets emotional about, he starts turning into a bad boy. It's just really ridiculous.
Look, you're playing a game, bro, that everyone will get involved here, bro. Everyone will get involved. You get me? You're forgetting, bro. You're forgetting, bro. I'm the little kid that's driving the car when I'm the little kid that's driving the car when I'm coming out of jail when flipping Big Fader and Mort Lambies flipping going up to Hatton Gardens. I'm the one that's driving the car, bro. There's many documentaries that man will actually talk facts about you, my brother. You get me? Remember, you and Spar was like that, bro. Get me? Who sparred to me, bro? Who sparred to me? Bro. Anyway.
Now, the thing is with Bouncer, you've got to listen to how he started this whole thing, because he really wanted to say it was, what again?
You're playing a game, bro.
He wanted to say deadly, but he thought about his words, because this is the thing. As much as Bouncer is trying to act like he's ready to run his mouth and talk about whatever, he knows that it gets a bit awkward for him, doesn't it? All of this hype, controversy, and all of that sort of stuff led up to the events of him basically faking us or lying to us and saying, or sending a pic. Let me get him to explain, because he thinks this is a smart strategy, knowing that people actually hate you. Like, oh, bruv.
Let me hit up UKO. UKO, my nose is done, bro. Like this. Look, my nose looks like this. Let me show you. I'm like, UKO, my nose looks like this. What are we gonna do, bro? Look. Look at that. Look at my nose, man. Look. It's done. Look. Look at that. Let me rewind it. Just so you... Look at that. Ah, hey. Let me hit up UKL. Let me just... Send UKL the video in the car. And boom. And I was like, bro, just say that you wish me a speedy recovery, bro. Look, it's going to go nuts. All the haters, everyone's going to expose themselves. You get me? And then boom. Get me? This is our conversation. They didn't want to go into it. But I was just like, look, my bro, I sent you the video, but screenshot a bit and just put a text underneath. You get me? So it's like, bam. Yeah, makes sense. Like that. Oh, yeah, me. Haha, sick. You get me? I'm saying, my brother, just a poor little prank, just to show you the power of positioning and how a narrative can be formed.
Now, I'll be honest with you. What this tactic basically is called false flag. Saying that somebody else done something when you done something just to gain attention. This is something that always happens all the time, and we see this on other scales. I'm not going to go into all of the conspiracy theories, but my point being here is that Bouncer is just playing a game to attention seek. He wants attention. He wants people to subscribe. He wants people to watch his content. He wants people to believe he's in a civil war, even though he's literally deflected and done everything but say anything of any substance whatsoever that we don't already know. Talking about something like Young Spray's video, which has gone viral, and he wants to talk about it. Like, why? But the point being here is that Bouncer is just so salty. He's so salty over the fact that Young Spray really doesn't give two monkeys that he starts doing, like he literally done a whole video after this, after calling out Young Spray in this same video to talk about Young Spray. Like I'm sure at this point he just has obsessions with people who are in better positions than him, honestly.
Like I had to like make a video because this is where we go wrong. And it's like the teaching, the cloth, I think you're 45 years old. I think you're 45 years old. I'm 36. So your generation's older than me. You get me? And online, we all take L's, bro. A lot of L's. And you know this, bro, from the L's or from the, you get me? The things that's happened to you. And it's like, as soon as you saw that, bro, as soon as you saw the video, bro, you acted off emotion.
Now, I needed to pause that bit because we need to talk about the fact that he said you've acted off emotion when Bouncer seems to make all of his videos based off the fact of him being emotional. Like, remember this clip I just showed you earlier?
You got the boy Young Spray, yeah? This boy Young Spray, bro. He's gone on live. He's gone on live. He's gone on his YouTube. He's scheduled this, bro. Like, yeah. See? And do you know what makes me even laugh? There was a rumor. I'm not even gonna name no names. You get me? There's a rumor that, oh yeah, see, my man's just talking. My man just, as soon as he spoke and said he's not gonna delete nothing and boom, collateral damage. These man just sent man and they just got done up. Man fell for the bait. And what you done? I feel like he kind of half claimed this.
Now, let's be honest. Bouncer has been deflecting. He's just deflected it. He's basically punched himself in the face after this whole thing and then has done basically nothing. Like, he has no good... I don't think he has anything really solid on Young Spray. So he's just trying to... I don't know what he's trying to do, because realistically, trying to listen to Bouncer, for me, it gives me a headache. He's so slow. He barely understands anything. This is the same guy who said that Vauxhall and Mozart are next to each other. Like, honestly, bruv, do you know what? Guys, I'm done because this is taking too long. I'll speak to you, share, like, subscribe, whatever, and I'll see you on the next one.